Christine, and I will be taking over the session once again from sunny Gloucestershire. It's really sunny today. I'm so happy about it. Today we will be discussing the major cause, what is the root cause actually, of illiteracy in India. So let's start off with Khushbu. So Khushbu, I'd like you to first introduce yourself and tell us a bit about your day before you tackle the question.
Yes, ma'am. Good evening. I am Khushbu. I live in Kolkata with my family. I am a homemaker. I have 2 kids and I have completed my Master of Science. Thank you.
Okay, very good. Can you tell me a bit about your day?
Yes. Today I woke up at 6:30 a.m. in the morning, and then after I take a shower and then I do exercises, and after that I do worship, and after 8 a.m. in the morning I take my breakfast with my family members, and then after I my son have online classes, so I set all the things for him, and we do online classes like 10 a.m. to 1 p.m. and after that we take a lunch, and after 2 we have to take a nap, and then like 4 p.m. in the evening we go for a walk or for go in the went for an exercise on jogging or cycling with my kids. In the society there is a park, so we went there in the evening, and then 6:30 online classes, and then 7:30 it's finished, and now 8 p.m. and I'm doing my online classes, and after that 9 we have to take dinner, and like 10 we finished all the things, and we go to bed.
Okay, very good. You've got quite a full day there.
Thank you.
Okay, so can you tell me what is the root cause of illiteracy in India?
Actually, it's my opinion. Parents are illiterate. That's why children are also illiterate. Actually, here middle class family a lot. So I think child marriage and child labor is here in India. So it are also due to high growth of population.
Okay. Okay, so my next question to you is, okay, so the parents are illiterate, but why are the parents illiterate?
Actually, when people are illiterate, they don't know how to earn well, and how to spend well on kids, on family. So don't have money, so they don't know how to spend and how to earn. Actually, illiteracy.
Okay, so you think the fact that people can't read is because their parents, because now we are talking from the grandparents, because you told me the parents as well are illiterate. So this problem came from generations and generations and generations ago. And it's because in India, people don't know how to spend their money properly on their children to educate them. Is that what you're saying?
Yes.
Okay. And where do you think this idea, this culture, if you want to call it that, comes from?
Culture comes from, ma'am, this is not depends on culture actually. This is depends on middle class family, maybe lower. Yeah,
Yes.
richer become rich and poorer become poorer. Actually, they don't know how to earn, and I think, ma'am, it's not belong to culture actually. It belongs on caste, creed, and religion here.
Because when I say culture, I don't mean as in culture and traditions.
Okay.
I mean culture as in way of thinking.
Yeah.
Where do you think this idea and this way of thinking comes from? Why are these people, why can't they learn how to spend money? Why did they learn in such a bad way? From where did this come from?
Actually, please repeat the question.
So, because I asked you where this culture come from, and what I meant by this culture means this way of thinking, the fact that they cannot spend their money properly.
Actually, ma'am, poverty is a reason of illiteracy here. So when people don't have enough money to provide themselves with like quality education or higher education, it depends on pocket.
Okay, and what is the cause of poverty in India? Why is there so much?
And actually here they don't have like big factories and don't have here like a big company to give job to illiterate person. So they do a small kind of shops and like cycling, small shops. So I think, ma'am, they don't have a good education or higher education to do think well and earn well.
Okay, so it's because there aren't any big companies. It's only your economy is relying on very small.
Yes, or here overpopulation. So they don't have a job, good job actually. They don't have a good earn, don't have a good money to spend on a big education or for a higher education. They all are going for a government education here, and private education is a little higher, not cheaper. So people don't go with private. They thinking government is good, so they go for government education. Actually, this is cheaper, but they don't have a good teacher, and they don't have good plans for their upbringing or how to give him a good education.
No, understandable. Okay, and my next question to you is about what now? How do you deal with this illiteracy?
How to deal actually when the government give a better education from government side, give a better education to people and and the children and mm, and ma'am, uh, good job. They offer good job with proper money. Then I think maybe it good.
Okay, so if they start offering better jobs, you mean?
Yes, ma'am. Actually, people from the rural areas are a lot here, and they don't have better education. And school government school are also in rural areas. And nowadays, online classes are going well, but in the rural areas, there is no internet, no laptop, no mobile phones. Actually, then rural areas kids are stopped studying. They don't have a good. Uh, they don't have a good guideline.
So what are these places going to do? How are the children going to learn?
Ma'am, no, I don't have idea, ma'am. Actually, due to Corona, all are closed. No school, no government school, no private school in the rural areas. Nowadays, maybe 1 year it will be. I think, ma'am, all students are at home learning with parents or home members, and home members don't have a good education. Yes, how to give him or her a better education and better guidelines.
Oh dear. Oh, it has, COVID has hit.
Yes, ma'am, in the rural areas, there's a lot of child labor and child marriage.
Oh my goodness.
And no studies. Studies are maybe stopped. It will be like a 1 year due to Corona, and there is no studies. And government is also doing nothing. No internet connection, no smartphones, and no laptop. All teachers are don't have give him a salary. All have stopped their money. So this day is very hard for all the I think areas. Yes.
Oh my goodness. That is not right at all.
Yes.
Okay. Well, thank you for sharing that, Khushbu. Well done on
Yeah.
answering the question. Thank you. And Fina, what do you think with what with what Khushbu has said to us? Do you have anything else to add? Where do you think it all comes from? But first of all, introduce yourself and tell us what you've done today.
My name is Veena Singh. By profession, I am a teacher. I'm teaching in private public school Karma. It's a small place near Bikramganj, and we are providing like international schooling system in a small village.
Very good. And what did you do today?
Today, only I took my classes in the morning. It
Mm-hmm.
was a Hindi class, and I didn't knew my student didn't know the like counting in Hindi. First time I taught them because they were from Hindi medium earlier, and I thought they might knew in counting in Hindi, but it was shock to me. They didn't knew how to count ek do teen in Hindi. I taught them, and then I played PUBG and I watch a web series, and now I'm taking classes.
Oh, wow. Okay, so you've had a busy day as well.
Yes, not as busy as I was. Now I'm just having my relax. I'm relaxed and just taking only one class.
Okay, and so what do you think? What do you think is the root of illiteracy in India?
For me, there are two main roots. One is the gender, like girl child is are not promoted for education, and when the mother is not educated, whole house is not educated. What I feel, mother should be educated, and
Absolutely.
the second one is the poverty. Due to poverty also, people are not able to give fee and they are not able to send their kids to the school for education, like till 5 or 6 they are sending, and after that they are withdrawing their kids and making them work as a labor and earn money for them.
And what, I mean, Khushbu said there's nothing being done. Well, something has to be done. So these are people you elected in government to do something about it. Why is it being ignored?
Government has started a program called midday meal, in which they provide a meal to the kid who are coming to the school, one time meal, so that government thought kids will come just because of the food, they will come to the school and they will learn something, but the kids are over smart, they come, they have the meal and they just run away.
Oh my goodness.
So government should be bit more strict, like if the student is not attending the school for whole day, they should not give them food.
Yeah, I mean, why not make school? I mean, where I come from, school, if you don't go to school, your parents will be arrested.
No, not in
And
India.
yeah,
Not in India. Like I have seen many of the parents, if they are having two a boy and one girl, two boys are sent in the private school for a higher education, like good education, and the girl is sent to the government school where she is not getting that type of education what she needed, and the girl is intelligent also, but then also the parents don't promote them.
and are there any plans for this to change? I mean, like I said, for us it's illegal until the age of until the age of 16, you have to go to school. It is not maybe I'll go, or don't send her to school or don't send him to school. Everyone has to go to school until you're 16 years old. Then you decide what to do. Why doesn't the government in India do this? Why doesn't it make it illegal not to go to school?
Because some of our politicians are also not educated, like they never went to the school, so they are not interested in sending the kids to the school. They know if the kids are educated, they will not vote for them.
So it's a question. So this whole illiteracy thing, not only does it come from poverty, but it also comes from a government who wants to keep the country in poverty, to keep the country uneducated.
Yes, government should make us like it should be a strict load. What you said, it's a right of every student. They have to go. If they are not going, their parents should be punished. Either they are going in a government school or they are going in a private school. That doesn't matter. But they should get education. But
My goodness.
but government is not doing anything. Like I am not blaming the recent government or the earlier one. No one is
Mhm.
interested in sending kids. Only they are making like okay, we are giving midday meal, we are giving them some, like them offering some chocolate to the kids and making them come to the school. This is not done.
It's not going to work.
It will work for 1 month or 2 months. What, they will not learn anything. They are just there for the meal.
Exactly. It's the purpose by which they go to school. I mean, we used to go to school and, you know, you'd be interested in something. You'd be interested in one, you'd hate one subject. Someone always hated maths. Someone always hated English. Someone always hated something. But there would be some subject that you'd look forward to, be it geography, history, be it whatever subject it was, and you'd look forward to it. And it's wanting to learn, and that is what these children are not getting, and therefore there's more illiteracy because there's no interest.
Yeah. When there is no interest, no then they will not. They're coming. Like I have seen, like we have a school just in front of our school. There is a government school. Students are coming in more than 200 or 300 students are coming there, but they are not. They don't know anything. If you ask them, they don't know anything because they're just coming and having their food and running away.
And I hope that this is something that I'm sure you are going to try and change in the coming years.
Yes, that's why we opened a school there. It's a very small village. Like if you ask me, only 400 or 500 people are there in that village, and there we opened the school for like we thought in the radius of 10 kilometers and 15 kilometers there are many students who need good education and international education type. What we thought, they should get international education system, and we are providing them. And
Amazing. I'm so glad people for other people not to do anything. So I'm really glad about that. Well done, Veena, and honestly, keep going.
thank you.
Um, good. Now let's move on to Yuraj or Yuraj too.
Yes, ma'am. Good evening.
Hello, good evening. So could you introduce yourself? You tell us what you've done today, and
Yes,
then move
ma'am.
on to our question.
I am a teacher by profession. That's
Very
it,
good.
ma'am. I woke up early in the morning and got fresh because I had to go to school for test exam of the students, which is going on. And it was the last day for test exam. And hopefully it went fantastic. And I returned back at 1:30 p.m. and I give support, or you can say I am in the role of helping member of my family when I stay at home in the morning also as well as in the evening. And after that, I taught my children, and I used to help them in their studies. And after that, at 8 p.m., I joined this class and I am continuing it, ma'am.
Very good. Okay, so my question to you is, what is the root cause of illiteracy in India?
Here for illiteracy in India, there are so many causes, ma'am. There are so many reasons. First one is poverty, and apart from this, discrimination at different level, poor funding of money by government side, population is also one of the biggest reason of illiteracy in our country, ma'am.
Okay, so we've got from the government, you spoke about overpopulation and poverty. You mean discrimination? Were you talking about the same discrimination that Veena was
Yes.
talking about?
Yes, ma'am. Discrimination at different level, ma'am. Here in India, there are discrimination is at very high level at different stages. Like you can say that discrimination of religion, discrimination of caste, discrimination of gender is found over here, and it causes not only illiteracy but also poverty.
Mm-hmm.
Both are due to this discrimination at different level, and here, as according to the topic, I am telling you that poverty means unemployment. Here you can see that people are unemployed at huge level, and they are also not very educated. They are less educated, and they are not having enough opportunity to earn money, earn uh, earn money properly, and they are not able to earn according to their need, and this become the region of poverty in India, ma'am.
Okay.
Due to unemployment, due to lack of opportunities, so that they could earn money according to their need, ma'am.
Okay. And what, I mean, you're an educator yourself. What is going to be done? I mean, Veena was telling me there's really nothing being done. I mean, apart from her and some people who have taken action and taken things into their own hands to provide children with an international education. What can be done? You're an educator, so you like Veena have this first-hand experience. What are you seeing?
First of all, we need to control our population, ma'am, and it is not going to happen in coming days because our government is not very serious about this particular issue, and this is creating a lot of problem in our country. And if it is not going to happen, to if somebody is not going to take initiatives regarding this problem, then definitely uh, the same thing will continue in coming future. As you can see, literacy will remain.
Yeah. Yes. Hello.
You can see that this particular problem, there is no one who is very serious to control this particular problem, ma'am, to solve this problem. At higher level, higher authorities are not very serious. Even you can say our central government is also not very serious, as well as our state government is as same as the central government, and nobody can do nothing in democracy as a citizen, and this is bothering us a lot due to lack of vision, due to lack of sacrifice. that should be done at higher level, ma'am. But nothing is happening, and we are not hopeful that these things are going to happen in coming future too, ma'am.
Okay. Well, it is worrying that you say, you know, it's in the coming future and you know, nothing's going to happen. It's quite worrying. And is there, I mean, is there nothing one can do to get the government to move forward, or?
Meal food, midday food is just like a program, and it is not as good as it should be, and it is for just bringing the student to school. It was the mission of government that if they provide such kind of thing to school, the students will come to eat food in the form of midday. But students are you can say over smart than our government. They just come to take midday meal and
They outsmart them.
more smart than government.
But
And
you choose the
come.
government. You choose the government. Is there no way how you can push this government to do something, or choose
Our in democracy, ma'am, illiteracy is very much required element, so that if the people will be literate, they will be able to consider that who is good for us, and due to this, they will not choose such government who is not capable to run our country properly, and this will create a lot of problem to negative leaders, or you can say wrong leaders, bad leaders. And here in our country, in democracy, leaders are coming from criminal background, and they are totally criminal. They are registered in different cases in different PS police station, and people are forced to choose such person in kind of the political, you can say, party. You have only two parties in India, and you have to choose in both of them, and both parties are having such leaders who are coming from criminal background, and no one can do nothing in terms of choosing them, ma'am, because you have no option except to choose this party or that party. Only the parties are two. There are two parties only in India, and you have to choose only one in both of them, ma'am. And if the leaders are coming from criminal background, how can anybody can think that they are going to think about the citizen of the country, ma'am? They are totally selfish, and they speak all the time lie. They promise wrong things to the citizen of our country, and they don't keep their promises at any cost, ma'am. And people also know that the leaders who are speaking in front of us are not going to keep their promises in coming future at any cost. But we have no option.
That's right.
Yes, ma'am, except to choose those leaders, ma'am.
Oh dear. So it is a one big vicious circle with many things. It's like a cobweb of problems, this illiteracy coming from everywhere, from the root of everything.
Illiteracy is the root of democracy, ma'am.
Absolutely.
And, yes, ma'am. And everybody knows who is educated very well that without illiteracy, you cannot form democracy, ma'am. And in democracy, anyone can be Prime Minister, anyone can be the Chief Minister of any state, and it is not mandatory for him or her to like that he should be educated or he should not be from criminal background. This type of term and conditions are not for the leaders, and it is not mandatory that he should have virtues, he should be honest, or this type of things should be inside them. And
Absolutely.
yes, ma'am.
Absolutely. I mean, I couldn't have said it better myself when he said illiteracy it's the root for our democracy, and it is the problem that's what's missing here. So thank you, I mean, all for sharing your thoughts. And it's really, you know, a mind-blowingly worrying problem, because it has, like you all said, it's coming from poverty, it's coming from the government, it's coming from everywhere, from from what's supposed to be a democracy, and then you have your criminal, you know, criminal people in there, and it's, oh my goodness, there is so much to it. I think we will need weeks to discuss this, not a half-hour
Okay, ma'am.
session.
Thank you.
Thank
Bye,
you
good
so
evening.
much. Thank you so much, guys, and I hope to see you all tomorrow. Thank you.
Thank you,
Thank you,
ma'am.
ma'am.